Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for booming in. Today we're talking about, is it the time for stables? Bitcoin meeting some sort of a rejection there yesterday, falling, well, the day before really, falling short of 50K, and here we are at 47. I'm going to talk about what my plays are and what the outlook could be for the short term. For the mid to long term, I think it's a kapump, it's a kaboom. Today we'll be focusing on the short term. A day, 2 days, 3 days. What's going to happen from today going into the weekend and maybe till Monday or Tuesday. Go ahead and drop a comment, a like, a subscribe, a post notification bell, a ding ding. Stay tuned into the good crypto word that we spread every single day. Shout out to the boomers there in the foxholes of the population of the chat box. Make sure you drop a comment for me. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins and share my screen, guys. You got BTC there at $47,000 and topping off a day range of 49,365. It shows me that we're getting a little exhausted here. We're meeting resistance at 50K, which shows me that the trend is slowing down. As we spoke yesterday, is this a reversal or a consolidation? Right now, it seems to be a big consolidation. I don't know. We're going to have to sit there and wait. But because we're in this lingo, in limbo right now, I decided to go ahead and take position back into stables yesterday. When I was looking at the charts and for the operating bag at least. So I took profits on this run. So what my plan is going to be is just to keep an eye on this. Okay, let it. If it consolidates for a few more days, my plan is to get back in. And if it cracks 50, I'm in immediately. So that's basically my plan, is to stick around for maybe 24 hours, stay silent here on the sidelines. It's just a little break, maybe just a timeout really. I'm consolidating my gains because we've been pretty hard on the altcoins for the past couple of weeks. We identified Phantom around sub 40 cents, Boo when it was like $3 or $4. So we rode up the gains till about yesterday, and I was looking around. I was like, well, is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? And we saw a couple candles going down, and then it went back up. I finally decided, you know what? Let me take these profits off the table because, we're not in the business of timing the top or the bottom. We're in the business of making steady gains every single day, okay? So that's what we did, okay? So I put up those gains on the box, and right now I am just waiting for the next play. The next play can happen tonight, it could happen on Saturday, or it could happen on Monday, but I think it's coming within a week, if you ask me personally. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Let me go ahead and look at the entire watch list here of some of my faves here on TradingView. Guys, if you don't have TradingView, make sure you just get TradingView here. These technical analysis right here, they give you the summary for most of all the technicals, and you could go ahead and summarize it for a 1 minute up to 1 month. So, if you look at the 1 day, it's still strong here, buy, strong buy, and it tells you all the technicals, the summary of all the oscillators, the moving averages. For you guys that don't know how to chart like myself, you could come over here and it explains to you everything. So, whether you agree or disagree, at least you could get a summary of what they're saying, okay? You're projecting yourself out to a week, it looks even better. In a month, it looks all right. If 1 month is, zero, look how bullish. Okay, I want you guys to make sure I'm clear here. I'm in stables for a day or two. I'm just waiting for the play, but I'm extremely bullish. Look at this 1 month chart for BTC. There is zero. Let me repeat that. There is zero technical indicators that are saying sell Bitcoin for a 1 month projector. It is all strong buy. So, for my hodlers out there, hold the bags, I would say, according to the technicals. Me, we got the bags of BTC that we are not touching. Okay, I'm just specifically speaking about this operating day-to-day bag that we move around a lot. And we decided to take some profits yesterday on it. Why not? Let's see how things consolidate today. And we'll wait for that trend to break out again and ride the wave. I'm not trying to time the bottom, and I'm not trying to time the top. I'm trying to ride the wave, the trends. Okay, let's look at this full feature. Guys, drop a comment on me. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Am I coming in clear? I got the chat box a little quiet today. Go ahead and drop a comment on me. Could you read me? 1, 2, roger that. So here's the chart. This is what, the 5-day? Or let's look at the 5-day here. Here's the 5-day. See, 5 days, you know, if you look at this 5-day chart, the 5-day chart is pointing downwards. The trend looks downwards. If you got to draw a line, you know, 2 lines here, the top and the bottom, and the channel's looking downwards. Now, if you go ahead to the 1 month, the 1 month looks a little bit more of a upward trend. Okay, so, you know, the 1 month looks good. But, you know, yesterday when I saw this starting to fall here, I was like, eh. So I sold somewhere around here, like at 47.50, 48. And then after I've sold, a few hours later, boom, we see this candle go back up to 49. I was like, ah. And then here we go. We're dumping again. So today's low is lower than yesterday's low. Okay, today's low is lower than yesterday's low, which indicates to me that that bull run that we just witnessed for the past couple of weeks is coming to its completion right now. Now, that doesn't mean that tomorrow or the day after we may not hit another set of waves, an aftershock out here. And actually, that's what I'm expecting. Let's look at that 3 month. You could see, like, for instance, you had this first pump here. Boom, it hits 42, and then it goes right back down to 37. That was the indication of that set was over. And then you had another set. Boom, up to here. Now we have this set. This set is a little bit weaker, to be honest with you. So let's see. Could see 42 chat, but bullish long-term. Why 40K Bitcoin out from Coinbase yesterday? I don't know what you mean by that 40K Bitcoin, but I do agree. I think we could see 42 and perhaps maybe even sub 40s, honestly. But, you know, I agree with these technical indicators mid to long term. I'm extremely bullish. I just showed you guys the 1 month technical indicators. 0 technical indicators are saying sell. They're all reading neutral or buy. Most of them are strong buy. So, I mean, guys, for you guys that, you know, are not doing daily or not trading trends or whatnot, you hodlers out there, I'm thinking of Rafterman, one of our OGs here in the chat box. He's more of a hodler, DCA, and he holds on to the blue chippers. And that is a strategy that's proved quite effective. So, you know, for those that are hodlers, I mean, things are looking very, very favorable. And in fact, if I'm a hodler, I mean, I am, but if I was focused on the hodl strategy right now specifically, this may be a buy the dip opportunity. I know certainly that Michael Saylor in MicroStrategies just picked up bags at around 45 recently. So, you know, or 46. I'm not sure exactly the number, but they bought the dip too. So $40,000 Bitcoin output from Coinbase Exchange yesterday. Oh, yeah, I read something that someone moved like 40,000 Bitcoin or something like that. Yeah, every once in a while stuff like that happens. But, you know, BTC's got a bunch of liquidity. So, yeah, maybe someone dumped a little bit. Yeah, you know, that stuff happens. So, you know, let's see where the price consolidates to. You know, we broke out of that trend and we're above 42. So now we're consolidating in the $40,000 range, and let's see what happens. I'm not going to take a position this today. Like I said, I sold all my operating positions yesterday. I'm glad I did. You know, I definitely had some gains on the table that I was able to capture. And in the meantime, I'm just going to wait. I think that as early as maybe even Saturday, we may see a break. I'm waiting for that break of 50,000. You know, look, I'll tell you, if we stay at 47, 48 through the weekend on Monday, I'm back in. And if we, at any moment, if we break 49 or 50,000, I'm back in. But if we drop below 46, 45, I'm not back in yet. I'm going to wait. So that's the play. And again, guys, it's starting to become, you know, a pattern here. You follow Bitcoin and follow ETH, and they'll tell you what the weather is looking for the altcoins later in the season. Just a few days later, I guess, you know. So Bitcoin does well, and then Ether does well, and then the altcoin does well just a few days after. It's all like a domino effect. And once BTC starts doing bad, then the Ether does bad, and the altcoins will sell off. And they will sell off even more. So, you know, something to be conscious about. Let's look at my charts here, some of my faves. Top gainer, Ellipsis. They're like a stablecoin exchange. That makes sense. And how about Hex? Guys, when the BTC starts selling off, people seek safety in these long-term things. And it looks like Hex, man, I'm not going to lie. Look at the Hex at 19 cents. I saw it hit 20 cents. And not only is it up but it's up against Ether, okay? You know, some of these platforms that you lock up for, they're up, but are they up against Bitcoin and Ether? I'm looking at Wise. I still got those long stakes in Wise, and while I haven't lost, it's down about 25% against ETH year to date. That probably is a little less considering when you stake, you get an APR, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying. Hex is definitely attractive. So, you know, I've kind of been slipping on the bag there. I got to say, I'm here on the record to say one of the biggest moves I slept on was not claiming the Hex. That was one of the major things I slept on. And, you know, hey, you can't hit them all out the park, but sheesh. And, you know, lesson learned out here, guys, is stop being so judgy. Stop thinking, you know, try things out, even if it's with a little bag, because you never know if the airdrop is coming. You never know what's going to come. You know, I'll tell you one thing that I was reluctant with that Hex airdrop is that you had to somehow, and I don't remember the exact process, but if you had Bitcoin, there was airdropped Bitcoin, but you had to claim your Bitcoin address on the Ethereum blockchain somehow. And then I remember this was like over years ago. I was like, I don't want to link my BTC to my Ether address. This sounds like a scam. I don't want to deal with this. Is what I'm thinking in my head. I don't go, you know, and start making accusals online and stuff because I don't know, you know, but I certainly didn't feel comfortable. But, you know, if I would have claimed that Hex, guys, you know, if you would have claimed that Hex, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But it's still doing good. And hopefully this Pulse thing booms. I'm extremely bullish on Pulse. Maybe because I got a stake in the game, I should be bullish, right? But, you know, hopefully it takes off, guys. What else is moving? Binance is all right. Cake. This is one that's really surprised me. Pancake Swap. I got a baby position in Pancake Swap. I didn't sell that one yesterday. I'll be honest. The only positions that I kept, a baby position in Pancake Swap and a medium position in Addy ETH. Addy ETH pays about 400% APR and it keeps going. So that's on the Adamant Finance on Matic. But other than that, it's stable down, guys. See who else is, we got a lot of red today, sell off. That's normal, guys. We've had a bullish couple of weeks, so that's going to happen. Safe Moon's up, IOST waves. Let's see who's the dumpers today. Avalanche dumping after having an excellent run. Don't be mad at Avalanche that it's down today. XTC, Terra, Luna's done well. Audius was this new one that really did well these past couple of weeks, but look at that 7 day. That 7 days red. So that's usually what happens with new coins. You got Phantom still in the green for the 7 day. And that's what's going on. And Thorchain, I like Thorchain. Hopefully they can come back. What is the market cap of Hex? We don't know, Mola. I know Nomics or Cryptonomics list them as number 3. But, that whole market cap thing is that, where do you count the coins that are staked or not? But listen, I think we can agree that the market cap of Hex is not listed here. You see what I'm saying? So, what really is the market cap? It's doing great, though. All-time high, 33 minutes ago. This thing keeps going. I do have a bag of Hex. I should do a long-term stake. Why not? Even if it's, a few $100, this P-Hex, who knows what's going to happen with it? I'll tell you, who knows? I'm excited to see what happens with this experiment. They're about to clone every coin and then pair them. It's pretty smart. I'm going to be honest. It's exciting. There's going to be a bunch of haters and a bunch of people saying things, but you know what? He's pulling it off first. It's smart because you got these, you got Binance, you got Phantom, you got Avalanche. They're all, basically clones of Ether, and they were launched on a sidechain type thing, right? But they were all launched empty. This is the first time you've seen a clone, a fork, or it's launched with already information on it. It's it's pretty smart. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I like the idea, so I'm in it to win it. Hopefully, it's a boomer. I have no idea. You can't have any expectations. This is a sacrifice, obviously, but hopefully it booms. It certainly seems like it could. Shout out to Mola. Mola's the only person in the chat today. What's going on? Everybody sleeping on me? What happened this morning, guys? What happened this morning? Let's check out Spirit. I'm glad I dumped the Spirit. I dumped all of them. I'll probably get back in, though. I'm not going to lie. Spirit, all right. There's at 5 cents. Then I dumped them about like a 0.052, 0.053 or something. What else we got? How's Tomb doing? Tomb doing all right. Tomb treated us very well. I finally took some profits. And I did sell the T-shares. And T-shares is down. I'm glad I did that. Look at T-shares there at 862. We sold above 1,000. Phantom there at 47. We sold around there, maybe a little closer to 50. So we'll wait. I'm not saying this is the game's over. Total value still looking good. And in fact, I mean, I probably wouldn't be that bad if I would have just held the position. But I'll let you guys know. Like I said, I mean, you know, I want to make sure that I lock something in. And I did. And that's the bottom line. So I'm going to wait for the next play. And I think that next play could be, like I said, as early as maybe even Saturday. I'm expecting more like Monday, Tuesday, but who knows? And do I think that Phantom's got more room for growth? Yeah, I do. Same thing with Spooky and with Spirit. One thing I've noticed here with Spooky Swap, the price is 832. The price has gone down. But if you look at the price against Phantom, it's gone up. Okay, so, you know, yesterday this was at 17. Now it's at 18 and rising. So, you know, something to consider. Tarot is in one that dumped too after doing very well. Let me pull that up. They're doing all right. What's the price of Tarot? I may jump back in this platform too. Down 24. I'm glad I sold yesterday. I'm glad. This is a new platform, so you know those things pump very much, and then they'll fall hard. And I'm glad I did. So it was the right play. I'll tell you what, though, I don't think this platform is going to die. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing stabilizes and comes back. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on these things because it may be a buy the dip opportunity with these things. We got into that Terra LGE event, liquidity generation event at 14 cents. So we're still up on those ones that we got in. I did take the position after the fact, but we sold that at a profit. So yeah, kaboom. The thing I'm learning, guys, you got to make decisions quickly. You can't be dancing and prancing. You can't be thinking about it. I'm talking to people offline. They're moving bags, you know, cross change. Like, well, I did the bridge yesterday, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into Phantom today. Like, you can't. These plays can't take 2 or 3 days. Okay, you know, sometimes if you wait 12 hours, you may get clapped. So it's all about, you know, making sure that you don't dance and prance and that you get in and out quickly. Okay. That's one of the things I've learned most in crypto is like, don't, you know, you gotta, like, you know, can't dance and prance and wonder, is it good? Is it bad? Is it this? Is it that? You gotta make your decision and stick to it. But on that note, shout out to Mola, the only person in the box today. But I appreciate you, Mola. And shout out to everybody else that's catching this on the repeat. So you guys tuned in. Friday is probably, you know, it's going to be about the same. Who knows? Maybe, you know, as early as tomorrow, we see a buyback. Like I said, I'm bullish for the mid to long term. Kind of bearish for the next few days. But that's maybe bearish for 24, 48 hours. Not much. So if you're a hodler, this doesn't concern you. Okay. I'm talking strictly about trend, trading the trends. So, you know, if you're a hodler, this has nothing to do with you. I would be bullish. If I was a hodler, I'd be thinking about maybe picking up more bags right now, as Michael Saylor did recently. And on that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. I appreciate all you maniacs, and make sure you hit the gym. I've been taking it easy this week, kind of a break, but I want to remind you guys, make sure you go, okay? Make sure you go consistently. And I'll be back sooner or later, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in.